this morning. Okay, let's see what's going on. I'm going to apologise for being a couple of minutes late. I wasn't actually going to do this Sunday service today, but when I was out running, I was shown very clearly that I needed to do it, so here I am doing it. My internet is still not here. My hair's all wet. I've just literally got out of the shower. My hair, I've just explained that to you. I wasn't going to do this today because my internet is still not performing quite as it needs to. I do not have any internet access. Hello Jennifer, how are you, babe? I hope you are well. I hope Scotland is treating you ab fab. Happy New Year, everybody. I cannot believe we're in 2021. Can you? I'm shocked. And I know what's coming, so I'm just shocked that we're here already. I'm excited though, very, very excited. So do let me know in the comments, how was your new year? Was it weird? Mine was really odd. I went to a friend's because I've had no internet and I actually had to get a load of stuff updated for my members. So on the 1st of every month they get new content and they get new stuff go through, new documents and bits and pieces like that. And I have just got to be honest with you. I was expecting my internet on the 29th and I thought I can get it done, don't worry about it. I can get it done, not a problem at all. And then the 29th came and the internet was not activated. And the interesting thing about it is, as you guys know, I'm pretty psychic and I knew it wasn't going to happen. So I don't know why I didn't just get off my bum and go and do it then. So I went to my friends on New Year's Eve and we had, it was so interesting. I worked until about 8:30. I got off of my phone at that point and I'd literally been there from, I don't know, maybe midday, and I'd literally just got my head down and did a load of work. And then at about 8 o'clock I was like, right, that's going down. I had one glass of red wine, which is, it's not uncommon for me to have one in a blue moon. And it was, so I had one glass of red wine and I had beautiful connection time. It was so nice to not even have to deal with getting dressed up. It was so nice not having to deal with, well, where are we going to go and how are we going to get there and how are we going to get home, because that's all of the, kind of like the build up leading up to New Year, isn't it? There's a lot of distraction, there's a lot of you're just not sure what's going to happen and what's not going to happen. So very, very, very interesting times on the planet. Every single one of us was so much more quiet than I believe we wanted to be. I'm actually a bit of an old fart these days and I actually like to be quite quiet. So for me, it was pretty great. I actually really enjoyed it. It gave me an excuse not to have to think about, well, do you want to go and watch the fireworks, or do you want to do this, or do you want to do that? And it was literally just, chilling, eating some really good food. I made the food. Whenever I go to my friends, they're like, please, can you cook? And I'm like, of course I can cook, not a problem. I love to cook. So for those of you that don't know me that well, I love to cook. I love to share my recipes. I'm 100% plant-based, but I love it. I love creating concoctions. You're going to watch my hair start to dry really odd now because I just literally got out of the shower and was like, oh, I'm just going to leave it. So, yeah, it's been a beautiful start to 2021. Do let me know what's going on with you. I have been downloading so much information. How are you guys feeling? Are you feeling as if you're in a bit of a rocket launcher? Because I am on the up right now. I'll be honest with you, I didn't realise that I could go much further up, but I am. I'm ascending absolutely every single day. I'm having some incredible conversations with people. Literally, where I live, I live in the middle of a field now, and I literally leave my house and I just stumble across the most incredible people. And it's kind of like my meditation. If you follow me on Instagram, it's kind of like my meditation that I did the other day. Every time I go somewhere, I meet somebody and I think, wow, that was an amazing experience. I turn around and then they've just gone. And it's very, 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 very interesting because it's just, I don't know, it's just really interesting what's going on the planet at the moment. We have done some incredible work. For any of you guys who have been on my Instagram channel, we have done some incredible work since the 21st of December. I'm actually going to post some of the testimonials from my meditations, literally just people that have inboxed me or whatever, since the meditation started on the 21st of December. So I actually did meditations from the 21st of December to the 28th of December, energetically and guided. And then I did a guided one on the 30th, and then I did a guided one on the 1st. And the feedback that I have received from them has been absolutely unbelievable. And I want to be honest with you, I haven't done guided meditations in years, because I tend to awaken people and to kind of like kickstart people, and people tend to freak out a little bit because I get into the cells of their body. So I just stopped doing them. I was like, oh, just like people aren't ready for this stuff. But now I really feel that they are. And I've had some incredible testimonials. People that have said, listen, like, I don't know what you did to me, but I have been stagnant with my weight loss for this amount of time. And now all of a sudden I've lost X amount of weight in the last couple of days. I've had, people messaging me saying to me, oh my goodness, literally I can see, feel and hear so much more since you've activated me. So it's just been a great period of time, and I'll be honest with you, I've been pretty quiet. My members will know. The last call I did with my members, I think, was the 17th of December. Our next one back is tomorrow. I've had, I've been really quiet. Yes, I've been doing Instagram lives, but I have been extremely quiet for me. Normally I'm out there quite a lot on social media. Normally I'm like engaging in all of my groups, and I've been showing very clearly, and I think I explained this to people back in November when I got banned from Facebook, that I was going to have to go inwards. I was being shown my voice was going to be quietened until January. And I'm actually going to share a little bit of information about that today, because I have been channeling a lot of information about the children. Whoop, 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 whoop. So as you guys know, I was kind of co-founder of Freedom for the Children UK, and that kind of got dismantled on the 10th of November. So myself and the other person that kind of like leading it, and running it from behind the scenes, got completely taken out of Facebook. Our group got closed down. I think there was about 20,000 people in that group at that time. I had about 25,000 people over all of my platforms, just me. That's aside from that group. And so I had to go inwards on that. I had to be like, okay, what are you doing? Are you removing me from this scenario because you want me to not be involved with this anymore? Or are you removing me from this scenario because it's dangerous right now? And the very clear message that I got was it was dangerous right now to be doing it, which is why they took me out. I always trust that everything happens for the better of the good. Like, although it may have dented my ego, losing 25,000 followers, do you know what? It's been the best thing that has happened to me. I have been able to remove a lot of people that were clinging onto my energy. I feel much more revamped. I feel much more revitalized without these people with all of these hooks. When people have known you a long time, and I had been on Facebook since 2007, when people have known you for that amount of time, they almost feel like they own you. And I want to be real with you guys, which is why I've closed down my old YouTube channels and everything, and I've only got this one now. Nobody should feel that they own anybody. I own myself, that's it. And I don't really own myself. I'm just borrowing this physical vessel for this lifetime. My soul is the one that is in charge. Now, when you have got 25,000 people, and I'm not saying all of them were like this, but just like go with me on this one. When you've got 25,000 people that are following you, and there's even just 500 of those people that believe that you owe them something, that you've got to answer their questions and you need to respond quickly, and and then on top of that there's all of like the sexual innuendos that you get from people and that kind of stuff. Like, to actually just cut that tie was actually really amazing. And I'm grateful to Facebook for it. I never thought I'd be grateful to Facebook for anything, but I am. I'm super grateful for it. I was grateful for the platform that they gave me to catapult my voice. I was grateful to meet the amazing people that were on the same mission as me, particularly in regard with the children, because as you guys know, all of my business, everything I do is for the children. Everything I want to do is create the life for the children that they deserve. Anyway, so I was shown very clearly that it was dangerous for me to be using my voice at that point. And quite interestingly, you may have noticed that it's just gone silent around the world on that topic. Now, I think there is many reasons for that. And I think, I feel that it is... it's a number of things. So first and foremost, the powers that be, i.e. the people that run the show, they wanted to close it down. They wanted to nip that conversation in the bud because the world wasn't ready for it at that point. Well, I just want to put it out there that I have been shown that this month is the month the world is going to be ready for it. So we are absolutely going to be, or I am absolutely stepping it up. I am keeping everything off of my social media. So if you want to be involved, keep an eye on my stories. I'm talking very much in code, and I know I'm being quite open on here, but I'm not going to go down like any paths of anything to do with anything really today. I'm going to keep it very high level so that you guys know and you can comprehend. If you want to keep an eye on my stories, if you want to get involved, please do that. I'm putting polls up there. I will be engaging with absolutely every single person that are on my polls that want to get involved. I am not going to be promoting anything on YouTube or Instagram. The only places I'm going to safely speak about this are the platforms that are not censored, where I feel safe and I'm being shown exactly where I need to be right now. I'm creating a new group on a new platform because some of the people that I was working with have just like taken a step back and disappeared. And I am not, what I've been shown is this is not about raising awareness and stamping our feet. No, this is about action, which is why they've given it to me. There's a lot of people out there that are raising awareness, that are talking about it, that are still, you know, they're still going on the old cycles. Now, I'm not saying that needs to stop. I'm just saying that stuff is still going on in the background. However, what I have been shown is this is about action. You guys remember in October 2018, I channeled this healing center. That is what I have been shown that I need to do. It's about this healing center now. It's about getting it built. It's about raising the money. It's about pulling the collective in. It's about the collective consciousness to actually help us rehabilitate and heal these little beings. Okay, so that's where I'm at. If you want to be part of action, please do reach out to me on my Instagram channel. Is probably the best because I'm on there probably most frequently. However, I am on Parler and I am on MeWe. The best place, my MeWe account is literally Lucy Davis 5, all one word. My Parler is at LE Davis 18 maybe, or LE Davis, I can't remember. L for Lucy, E for Emma, Davis, DAVIS. But this is all in my Instagram bio. If you go to my bio, Lucy Davis 2222, if you click on the link in there, literally you can find everything to do with me in there, in that link, all of my accounts. So reach out to me on there if you are serious about being involved. I am not after people that want the fame, that want to be out there just talking and standing and speaking at protests, because that's not actually what this is going to be about. This is going to be a group for action. This is actually going to be about how we can actually implement change and what we can do. You guys know I used to be a badass on the trading floor. I used to work as a project manager, and that was my job, to like create massive communities, pull everything in, and you know, all of that stuff. And it's extremely about action now, you know. And I'm not saying, you know, you need to give up the next 6 months of your life about it. It's not about that. Like, there are so many incredible people that are sharing their journey and pulling people in, and we will do the same. We will pull in the amazing people that have unfortunately been through this crap that we are going to be helping. However, what we need to be doing is we need to be creating the safe spaces for the little beans. It's as simple as that. And when I say the little beans, I mean humanity. You know, I'm not talking no adults are allowed, because I very much see that I'm here to heal the adults as well. I very much see that this healing centre that is going to be created, and I see 5 being created across the world, guys. So just so you know, I see 5 being created across the world. And I see the one that I'm going to be at is going to be in New South Wales in Australia. I've seen that since 2018. I've been very vocal about it, but now is the time to take action. Now is the time for us to be taking action. So if you are serious, drop me a message. I'm going to be creating a, like I said, a group. I've been given the name of a new app. It's not MeWe, it's not Parler or anything like that, but it's a really, it's a beautiful space where we can kind of create a community. And I think that that's going to be the best space for this. So I'm going to need help. I actually put out a poll on my Instagram yesterday that was basically saying, you know, I need between 5 and 10 people who are going to stand shoulder to shoulder with me. I'm speaking to a couple of ladies later today who I've met through Freedom for the Children. So I would really like to pull in people that are serious about helping. It's not like, this is not the time to be, oh, I want to bring my gifts, or I want to do this, or I want to do that. This is about how are we going to create the momentum that we need to be able to get the financial abundance. And I do believe that it's coming from external sources as well, but I'm just saying this. How are we going to get the financial abundance to actually build and create something? How are we going to go out and find people that want to work with us? How are we going to, you know, like I've spoken with Charlie Ward, and I'm gonna do a video with him soon where I'm going to be extremely open and share exactly what's going on. I just need to get my group of people with me, first and foremost. Like, I very much know that I am here to catapult the communication side of things. Like, I know that that's what I'm here to do, but I'm getting my hands dirty. I am getting my hands dirty. I want to help build it. I want to help create all of this stuff. So it's really interesting that they have just quietened me down for such a long period of time, and literally the channeled information, they've given me the name that it needs to be called. They've given me, like, they have given me so many people that I need to reach out and speak to. It's just beautiful what is taking place. So, but this isn't about, you know, like, I'm going to keep it really high level now, because I don't want people to get too much of a wind of what's going on. I want to keep this very much behind closed doors, and I know that's weird because we're going to need to send this out global all the time. We're really going to have to do that. But like I say, I'm looking for people who are going to help me right now, because I don't know everything. Or I can run a project plan. I'm bloody amazing at running a project plan, even though it's like 3 and a bit years ago, nearly 3.5 years ago now. I can run an amazing project plan. I can pull it all together. I can pull the right brains together to get all the tasks in place, and I can make sure that that shit gets done. Like, that is an easy thing for me. I did it for like 17 years of my life. However, that are going to stand shoulder to shoulder with me no matter what. As you guys know, I am super busy. I appreciate that you guys will be as well. But it's people that are going to continue to show up no matter what. And it's that element of it that, you know, because we're going to be a team. At times, I'm not going to be around, so you guys are going to need to run with it. Likewise, at times, I'm going to be around, and you guys are going to be like, right, I can't be around right now. So just be really aware of that. If you want to do it, please do it for all the right reasons. This is not about ego. This is not about, you know, anything like that. This is a safe space where we want to create a future for the little beings in 5th dimension. Like, they're already vibrating there anyway. They chose this path. They are so freaking amazing. They are so incredible that they chose that path. I mean, think about it. Any of you guys that have experienced sexual abuse or any kind of trauma or anything nasty like that this lifetime, you chose that path because you wanted to do the healing work with it. And I am just so grateful to you, because this is the lifetime that it's all being brought to the surface, and it's just amazing. Can you guys see my aura today? I keep seeing it like just going whoop whoop. It's really quite distracting. So yeah, I just want to let you guys know I haven't disappeared. So many people have been messaging me recently. They're like, oh my God, I found you. Thank God, I thought you'd gone, and you know, I thought you'd given up with the children. And I'm like, never. I'm Mama Bear. Like, I'm literally Mama Bear. There is no way that I will ever give up on it. I've just needed to recalibrate and figure out, like, there was some energies around it that weren't right previously as well, you know, and some of you may have felt it, some of you didn't feel it. I felt it from day one, and I should have listened to it, but I knew that I needed to be there. So, you know, you've got to trust that everything works out divinely as you anticipate it to do. Anyway, so yes, if you want to get involved, best way to get in touch with me is any of those platforms, because I don't think there's a messaging functionality on here. I'm, like I say, I'm having a call with a couple of ladies at 4 o'clock today who I literally feel are going to be my right hand women on this. If you want to be one of my right hand women on this, or men, of course, we need some divine masculine. I've actually had an incredible man reach out to me yesterday. I can't remember his Instagram handle, but he literally reached out to me yesterday, and he was like, are you talking about bringing in the galactics? Are you talking about that? And I was like, no, I'm talking about the children. And he was like, okay, well, I'm here for humanity, and I'm here to support you with anything that you need to do. He was just so complimentary about the work that I do. And I was like, oh my God, you are amazing. Divine masculine at its finest. We need them. And he's incredible. I will share his Instagram handle because he's just a wonderful human being. And we're all about balancing humanity, which is what we're here to do. You know, that's all I'm here to do, is help you guys ascend and get to where you need to and feel extremely comfortable. And when I get my internet back tomorrow, hopefully I'll be able to get up some new videos that I've been promising you for a while. I actually channeled a really incredible video earlier today. when I was out for my run. I am channeling so much at the moment. Literally, it's like I'm on cosmic fire right now. So yeah, it's very, very interesting what's coming through. I've also got, so for those of you that are my Conscious Conversation members, you know that for the last week of January, I actually ran a competition, and the competition was for 3 people to win a guest slot with me on either YouTube or Instagram Live. Now, we had so many entries, like it was amazing, and some of the entries were absolutely phenomenal. I whittled my shortlist down to 7, and I was like, I don't even know how I'm going to, I don't know how I'm going to get from 7 to 3, and I was like, oh my goodness. So I have picked 3 winners, and I'm going to announce them in a moment, and then I'm going to, once I'm off of here, I'm going to go on Instagram Live and announce them there as well. Now, my 3 winners, I've picked them for different reasons. And it's one of the things, it was so funny. I was so I obviously whittled it down to 7 people, and I was like, and there was a number of people that wanted to talk about the same subject, so of course I can't have everybody on talking about the same subject or anything like that. So you know, it was a vibrational thing at that point for me. So you know, like I say, out of all of the entries that we got, and we got a lot, I whittled it down to 7, and I kind of there was a couple in there that had the same topics, and it was down to vibration at that point, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is, you know, it's not easy doing it, but I am going to do this again, just so you know. I am going to do it again. I think that this is a really good opportunity for people, and actually I'm being pulled into things at the moment, and people are helping me, and I just want to pay that back. Every time, you know, I've been asked to step up and be something pretty important that's going to get announced in the next few weeks, hopefully. And like, I know that as I get pulled up, I want to pull some other people up, you know, because the world needs us right now. So there's going to be much more of this. So please don't be disheartened. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody, and all of you will be getting an email from me, but it's probably going to come out tomorrow as soon as I've got internet. It's been challenging not having internet, but it's also been really good because it's given me the time that I've needed. So thank you to everybody that has applied to the competition. Only 3 winners could be announced, and like I say, we had so many entries. Donna kept messaging me. Did you see that? Donna kept messaging me, and she was like, you have got your work out. And I was like, me? No, us. And it was really interesting. So basically on the 1st of January, I read all of the entries, and they were incredible. Yeah, it was a huge orb, wasn't it? The funny thing about it is I could see it in here as well. It wasn't just something on the screen. I could see it in here too, which is just beautiful. Like, because that doesn't happen very often. I've got another one coming in as well. I think it's too high for the camera to catch it though. It's very interesting. Like, it's very, normally I just see them kind of bobbing in. Oh, look, like that one, right on cue, bobbing in behind me. But actually I'm witnessing them in front of me as well, which is just really incredible. Like, I cannot say to you, in fact, I'm going to write it down because otherwise I'll forget to tell you guys this. I've been channeling so much, and we are literally stepping into this whole new level of energy with this whole new connection. And you know, really now is the time to be surrendering that ego. And there's still a few people out there with ego that are around us, and you know, like, some people are being provocative and stuff. Guys, we don't even need to buy into that stuff. Literally, we don't need to buy into that. So don't even give it your time or your love or your energy. Anyway, let me announce the Conscious Conversations winners. So this is in no particular order whatsoever. And I also want to say to everybody else, keep an eye on your inbox, because there is going to be some information coming to you directly, okay? But I'm not going to announce it on here because otherwise everyone will expect it. So so that to those of you who haven't won, please do keep an eye on your inbox, because when you get an email from me, you may have some interesting information in there for you. Okay, so I only could pick 3 winners, and this is not in any particular order. I'm literally just going to reel them off in the way that I remember. Nobody came first, nobody came second, nobody came third. They are just 3 incredible women that I am really excited to be sharing their platform with. Interestingly, no men applied at all, I don't think. No, it was all women. So the first one, and like, honestly, anyone that knows me would have known that I would have picked this. So the first one is the beautiful Helen. Helen actually wants to speak about galactics. as you guys know, I love the Galactics, so it was always going to get picked. She obviously has been watching me, and she's obviously just knows. I love to speak about the Galactics. I'm actually channeling a lot of the Pleiadians at the moment. Pleiadians, however you want to say it. People say it in different ways. Essentially, long story short, it's the Pleiadians. But what's quite interesting is I'm actually channeling a lot of my Syrian as well at the moment. So I really want to bring that to a forum, and we're actually going to do it on on YouTube. So I'm really excited that that is going to be a huge topic of conversation. It's going to open up a whole new world. I know I have a lot of followers that are kind of closed off to that stuff, although they love me and they're like, we're just going to go along with you right now. They're kind of closed off to that stuff. So I'm hoping, as we know, disclosure is going to be coming this year. I've seen many articles out there saying that old Red Camp in America are going to be announcing a countdown to disclosure of the Galactics and the aliens and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm really excited. Also, the reason I picked that topic was obviously I've got UFOs all around me at the moment. All around me. I go out after dark and they are everywhere. If some of you have watched my Instagram stories, you would have seen that I actually saw where a UFO had either beamed down or landed or something like that very close to my house as well. So it was, you know, amazing. I am so freaking excited about that one. Okay, so the next person is somebody who I do not know at all. Like, literally, I do not know this person at all. Her name, I believe, is Sarah Evelyn, and she basically does astrology and artistry. So yesterday, whilst she was on my shortlist, I was out walking in a different place to where I normally go and run, and I just kept getting this, you need to learn astrology, you need to get back to astrology, because as a child I was fascinated, I was so entrenched in it. And, you know, I was just completely channeling about astrology, and I completely forgotten that this woman, I remember she was saying that she creates amazing artistic stuff to do with it, but it wasn't about that. And then when I got this download, I was like, oh my goodness, this woman needs to be on my channel. So I can't remember what her Instagram handle is off the top of my head. It's something like Astro Artist or something like that on Instagram. So we are going to be doing a video on Instagram where I'm going to help showcase her. Now, I believe she may be in Australia. I literally have no clue. I believe that she is in Australia. So, but I think it will be a really amazing subject and something that nobody speaks about. I'm really keen on astrology, but I don't know a lot about it, if that makes sense. I used to know a lot about it. I know that I'm a very typical Aquarian. I know about certain signs, but I don't know the level. And she's offered to do a reading for me and all sorts of different stuff. So whether we do that on Instagram Live or whether, like, what happens with that, I don't know. But I just thought this is a really great thing. Like, I've never heard of astrology artists, like, basically creating soul stuff out of your astrology, like soul images on canvas out of your astrology. Like, to me, that is just freaking awesome. Anybody that is creative and artistic, you are amazing, and I just absolutely love it. And the third person is another beautiful soul from Australia called Val. She has basically absolutely, Jay, I am totally with you on that. Astrology, like numerology, I'm very close to. It appears a lot in my life, so I'm quite close with that. But as astrology, I'm fascinated by it, and I'm so up for it, you know. And it's connecting with souls that I've never connected to before. Energetically, it felt right. I feel it's the time for the planet to recognise how important astrology is in what is unfolding. So I don't think that there could have been any better time for that. And like I say, the third person is Val. She is basically an incredible lady based in Perth, Australia, and she is very foodie. She's got a beautiful connection to like cacao and the divine feminine and stuff like that. However, what she wants us to talk about is purpose. And I get asked probably 100 times a day about, Lucy, how do I connect to my purpose? Lucy, what do I do to unlock? How on earth do I get connected? Where do I go with it? You know, how can I tap into it? And I just thought, do you know what? Let's do a video on it. And I believe Val wants to do it on Instagram as well. So there will be one video on YouTube and there will be 2 on Instagram. So, but like I say, to any of you that haven't won, please do keep an eye on your emails. because there is some cool stuff coming for you, I promise. It was really quite challenging deciding, because there was some amazing topics out there. There's some amazing vibrations as well that I would really like to bring to the table. I certainly didn't anticipate doing 2 on Instagram. I actually thought if any I would do 1, but probably not. I thought it would all be on YouTube, which is a very interesting dynamic, and it just goes to show the human brain is not in charge. When you and also, let's be honest about it, I've got some favourites out there, and I think Emily's watching here now. I said to Emily yesterday, you just messaged me as I was just rereading, and Emily was on my shortlist, and I love Emily to pieces. I love her family. I love everything that she stands for. I am completely in support of everything that she does, but I know that the world needs what I've picked right now. But like I say, keep an eye on your emails, because there's going to be some gold coming to you not all of you, but some of you. So yeah, that's where we're at the moment. Now I just want to touch on a couple of things for this week, because I've actually had a couple of people, in fact no I haven't, I've had one person message, and I don't even remember where it was, because it was so yeah, Kirstine, you were on the shortlist as well, babe. So keep an eye on your emails too, honey. Yeah, this is the thing, right? I had so many amazing beings putting them forward, and honestly, when I did it, I thought, I'll probably have 5 people submit requests. Multiply that by 6 or 7, and it was very interesting. The vibrations were just amazingly powerful. So but it's great, right? It's given me so much, and I know that I'm going to be doing this again. We will be doing it a lot more, because like I said, I want to give people the platform that they deserve to get their voices heard. So but I think I feel like I've picked the right choices, otherwise I wouldn't have picked them this time. There is a couple of stories that I actually really want to hear on Instagram and YouTube. So like I say, anyone that's put in an application, please do just keep an eye on your emails. It's likely it will come out tomorrow, so please do keep an eye on your emails, because there is going to be a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel for some of you, but I know that none of you will be annoyed with this, because the topics are happening exactly as they need to happen. Anyway, like I was saying, I just want to talk about ego, and I want to talk about maybe people being slightly despondent, or slightly gloaty to you, or slightly what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, patronising, that's the word I'm looking for. If anybody is being slightly patronising about you or to you at the moment because of your belief systems, or because of what you are speaking through, or whatever, I just want to remind you that from their perspective they are right. Okay, I just want to remind you that there is somebody who's, I don't even know where they've messaged on, but somebody who's reached out, and they were being a little bit provocative. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't respond to any provocative comments anymore. I just don't do it. So if you are somebody who wants to poke me, trust me, it's not happening. But this is why I wanted to share it with you. There are people out there right now that want to gloat and that want to drag you back into the lower frequencies. Please remember, as soon as you step back into that lower frequency, you need to do the work to get back up. So my recommendation right now is, do you really need to respond to that, or is it coming from a space of ego? I am going to say this, and I'm going to say this only once on here, and I'm going to speak very openly and candidly to my conscious conversation community about it tomorrow. This week and the coming weeks of January are going to be huge. I've only had one person, and it wasn't yesterday that they reached out, Emily, but for some reason I have felt this this energetic feeling of something is out of whack, and it's almost like the darkness feel that they've got a little bit of energy behind them right now. That's the best way I can describe it, is almost like a cloud coming over the sunshine. That's kind of what I'm seeing. So I want to remind you to stand in your truth. Stand in your truth no matter what. What is going to be unfolding over the coming weeks is going to rattle everybody. We are expecting some huge information this week. Now, this huge information that I'm talking about may not be shared publicly. So you need to be looking in the right places. And if somebody out there is saying to you, oh, I knew you were going to be wrong, or what do you feel about this? Just remember, they are looking for the answers that they have found. Like you are looking for the answers of heightened ascension, gratitude, appreciation, and all of that good stuff. They are looking for, I want to know that I'm right. So I just want to remind you at this point that whatever your belief system is, you will find the information that are, they're going to find the information that they're looking for. Okay? It is not our job to be defending our speech. If we feel that something is going to happen, you don't owe an explanation to anybody. And I just would like to empower you to say, to recognize that. You do not need to explain yourself to anybody. I know the way this story is going to pan out. If people want to believe me or listen to me, I'm absolutely okay with that. The fact that people keep coming back to listen makes me feel that their soul knows that what I am speaking is truthful. However, they want the validation. And I'm just here to say, I ain't giving it to you. I'm not going to give it to you. No amount of bullying, no amount of provocative comments or anything like that is going to get it out of me. You decide, it's your path, it's your journey. I am here to help everybody ascend. If you want to come with me, you come with me. If you don't, I'm okay with that. I still love you. I am not going to accept bullying on myself or any of my followers or any of my friends or any of my family. So please just know a clear boundary has been put in place. Now, I can easily block people like that. I'm choosing not to right now. If I need to, I will. You know, and like I said, I've had one. There's one person, that's it. So I'm actually doing really, really well. I mean, I woke up this morning to an offer of sex from a total stranger on Instagram, but that's a totally different story. He just got blocked, you know. Literally, I got can we have sex? And I'm like, no, we can't, mate. If you knew how sacred it was, you'd be asking me that question, you know. But that's a totally different story. That's a totally different angle of the life that I'm leading. And I accept that that's just what it is right now, but it's down to me if I allow that vibrational frequency into my life or not. And that is not a frequency that I'm going to allow. However, people that are being provocative, that are kind of like goading at the moment, what I would like to say, what I would like to just let you guys know is, it's up to you if you follow me or not. If you want to follow me, continue to follow me. If you think that there may be some truth in what I'm talking about, then just sit with it. You don't need to poke the tiger or whatever the saying is, you know. You don't need to do that. Sit and listen. If it doesn't resonate with you, switch off. Literally just log off. That's what I do. I have some incredible people around the world that I used to listen to, and if they would start talking on a subject that I was like, nah, don't agree with that, I just switch off. I didn't go, you're talking shit, or when is this going to happen? Sorry, my guides are with me, so I'm extremely itchy-nosed. How funny. Yeah, it's quiet this morning because I actually said that I wasn't going to do this Sunday service, and then I changed my mind at the last moment because my guides told me I had to. So yeah, just be very aware at the moment. Increase your awareness. That's all I'm here to do, is increase your consciousness. Consciousness is essentially awareness. Everything I speak about, the children, everything, you know, spiritual journey, the awakening, when I share my little stories with you, remember, the only reason I'm doing that is to increase your levels of consciousness on certain subjects. I'm not doing it because I'm right. I'm doing it to just increase your consciousness so that you go out and research and you go out and look. So the last thing that I want to share with you, I feel as if there was something that I skipped over then. It'll come back if I need to. The last thing that I channeled quite heavily last night, and for any of you guys that have been in my Self-Love Club with Lucy Davis group in the past on Facebook, you will know that I've spoken about this at length. I really do feel that everybody at the moment needs to go and revisit the Celestine prophecy. It's what's happening on the planet. It is literally what is happening on the planet. Please go and download the Audible or read the book or whatever it is that you like to do. Personally, that is what I would be doing right now. That book has been a game changer for my life. I read it back in, I don't know, maybe 2000, maybe a little bit before 2000, and it was my driver to go to Peru, which I still haven't got to, by the way. Literally, I've been so close. I've been all over the world and I still haven't got to Peru because I'm not supposed to. Now I think about 18 months ago, I said to everybody, look, you need to read this book. You need to get in alignment with what is coming. But now again is the time that I really feel. The reason I'm saying it is the book actually clearly articulates about the levels of consciousness. And when I do my, 3-dimensional to 5th dimensional video, if you have watched that, if you understand the Celestine prophecy, you will understand what I am. I'm not recommending the movie here at all because it doesn't do it any justice at all. There's a couple of things that do it help it, but what you want to be doing is reading the book. The 10th insight is a little bit further on, that's where I'm living right now. That's about living in the 5th dimension. But if you are, and I know, Kate, you've been having moments of, oh my God, how's this going to work? I would go back and read Celestine prophecy. Literally, there is that is literal 3rd to 5th dimension, that book. So I've been channeling it a lot. Last night I just kept being shown. I was doing some work with the Palladians last night. And I just kept being told Celestine prophecy, Celestine prophecy, and I'm like, my God, will you stop? And they're like, you need to be telling people about it. Like, this is what's happening right now. So when I can get my video up on YouTube about the 3rd to 5th dimension and how that is going to work, how we are going to coexist, if you have read the Celestine prophecy, it will probably connect some of the dots for you. It may give you an extra insight into how this will work. So please keep your eyes peeled for that. I know that there's a lot of people out there that are freaking out about this because I've said I won't see my mum. And at the end of the day, like I can see the Pleiadians right now, the option will be there. However, I'm choosing to live in the 5th dimension. When the planet is ready for me to actually make that choice and ascend and be at that level, that's where I'm going to choose to live. Okay, so I'm just throwing it out there. There's no need to get all this passion and, oh my God, fear and panic and distortion, because you're going against it. You're literally going against what you are saying that you want to do, and you're not living congruent. So that video will be an eye-opener for some of you. So please do go back and read it. I'm telling everybody at the moment to read that book because it's a great book. Great book. So yeah, the upcoming videos from myself is going to be how to coexist in a 3-dimensional 5D world. The other one is about children that I've focused on already, about how children are like in the vibration of the 5th dimension already, which is just incredible. So keep your eyes peeled. I am going to be doing some videos around the stuff that I've been speaking about earlier on in this, about the children and the way that that's going to work. But I have to be extremely mindful so that everybody has the language that I'm going to be speaking before I speak on it. Okay, so yes, it's, you don't, like I say, you do not have to listen to me. You really do not have to listen to me. I'm not asking you to listen to me. James Redfield, I think his name is. I think it's James Redfield. I think the name is Redfield. I'm not too sure, but I'm sure it's Redfield or Radfield or something like that. So yeah, but it is literally the Celestine prophecy, and read the book. For me, even the Audible, like I haven't read the Audible. I haven't listened to the Audible, but I definitely encourage reading the book. It will do something to yourselves. It's not even a big book. It's kind of like a so thick book, it's an incredible read. It's the #1 book that I tell all of my people to read. Actually, yeah, one of them. And the other book is The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel, whatever his name is, Don Miguel something about that. If you just search Four Agreements by Don Miguel. You'll find it. That's another book that I think is extremely, extremely important. Obviously, the Fifth Agreement, the 10th Insight, and all the rest of it is absolutely amazing. That's it, Ruiz. I was going to say Rodriguez, but that's boxer guy. So yeah, just there are a couple of books. I mean, I have hundreds of books that I would recommend you guys. I mean, actually, maybe I'll start yeah, I prefer to read the books. I feel that you get the light activations and the code activations from reading, but do whatever you need to do. On Instagram, I'm going to start a thread on one of my stories around what books to recommend people, and I'll do videos back and stuff like that. But I just feel that this stuff needs to be shared. And actually what we'll do in the new platform that, fingers crossed, I'm going to be moving, Self-Love Club, it's 2 books, 4 agreements, and the Celestine Prophecy. I don't think you need me to write a list for that. You can write that yourself. The four agreements and Celestine Prophecy. Come on, guys. Like, I'm not here to be your PA. I'm here to literally share information. No, I've only given you 2 there. So, you know, there are other books that continue on from those. And if you read those 2 books that I've just given you, they give you the additional books as well. You know, but you don't... For me personally, they are the ones that help you get your book, like your soul in alignment. There is no need for the fear. You don't need to apologise, hon. I'm never going to be a PA. I'm not going to be a PA on here at all. So, there is so much gold out there, and like, it's very infrequent that people actually share stuff. I would absolutely read those 2 books. It's as simple as that, and literally read them. There is something that you do for yourself when you actually sit and give yourself the time to read a book. Because when you're listening to an Audible, you're normally running, or you're normally driving your car, or you're normally doing something else. And I love the fact that people in business go, yeah, we can multitask. Trust me, I do it. I listen to Audibles when I run. Literally, I listen to Audibles when I run. However, when I really need to consume a book, when I really need it to go to the cellular level of my body, I will sit and read it. So I read books and then listen to the Audible. You know, there's some great books out there that I have read and I love them so much that I then listen to the Audible when I'm running to remind my cells. That is the way that I work my journey. You cannot cut corners on this. And I'm very firm with my Self-Love Club members on this. You can't cut corners. So many people out there, oh, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? Can you share this? No, you need to do it for yourself. Like, there are so many people out there giving you information. Constantly watching videos is stopping you from doing. I get that you get gold from listening to videos and of multiple people, but you've got to take action at time. You've got to take time out. Like, I take an hour out every single day to read. Believe it or not, every single day for an hour I read. Why? Because I know that there is so much that I don't know. And if you don't know it, you don't know it till you don't know it, till you know it. You know, so carve out some time for you. And this isn't what I call self-love. Well, it is, but, you know, this is about me growing. This is about me ascending, me helping you even more. And how can I help you if I don't know what the right things to read are? You know, but there are some incredible things that need to be shared. You know, and these books have been out there for years and years and years. So, and I bang on about them all the time. If you've ever been in my Self-Love Club with Lucy Davis group, you will know I bang on about them a lot. I don't really have the platform to bang on about this stuff anymore, so I decided to bring it into YouTube today. So, invest some time in yourself. I cannot say to you, I took the whole day out for myself yesterday, literally the whole day out for myself. I made amazing food. I went into the forest. I connected with fairies. Yes, I know you're all going to think I'm a bit crazy right now, but fairies, dragons, you name it, I brought it all in. Had an amazing experience. I did a really beautiful meditation. Literally, like I said, I did some work with the Pleiadians. I was channeling information from those guys last night. They are literally just catapulting my journey right now, which means they're catapulting yours too. Remember that. Everything that I feel, you feel. We're just mirroring back to each other, okay? Constantly, constant, okay? So, yeah, that's my advice, but you do not need to, literally, you do not need to do what I do. I'm just sharing what I do because that's how I know that people learn. So, right, guys. Me and my selenite are going to jump off. I'm going to quickly spray my, because I'm just looking at my sprays. I'm like, I haven't had them today. I'm going to quickly jump on Instagram and do an Instagram live to announce the, I love you, Veronica. I'm going to announce the winners on Instagram now. So to all of you that have won the Conscious Conversation spots, well done, congratulations. I'm really, really proud of you all. To those of you that haven't won, please keep an eye on your emails because there will be some there will be some gold coming into your inboxes. And yes, it was great to be back here with you. Next week I will be doing Instagram and YouTube back together because my internet will be working. Woohoo! Please pray for my connection to be resolved tomorrow and all of the issues, and I can just get back to BAU, which is business as usual. So yeah, it will be really exciting. I'll be like, yay, we can do like everything all at once, which would be great. So guys, I love you to the moon and stars. Have the most incredible Sunday, and I will catch you super, super soon. Love you.